Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to look at what is happening to SHIB and why is it that we are not getting much updates, or regarding the price movement, why is it that we are not seeing much of the price action. So just before I start, this is not financial advice and neither am I a financial advisor. I'm just asking you to do your own research before purchasing any token in the crypto space. Now, a lot of people have got into Shiba Inu token, thinking yes, it would make them millionaires, and a lot of them did get on the hype train. And there are many of them who are loyal to the SHIB, as they call themselves as Shiba Army. But then we see that there are so many people speaking about Shiba Inu token, but there is no such price movement happening. Why is that so? So this is again my personal opinion on what's happening in the background related to Shiba Inu coin, and is it still a good investment and is it worthwhile. So looking at the cryptocurrency market right now, it's at 4.77% for the last 24 hours. It's up, and that's good to see because there was a bleeding market space as a few hours back. After which, if you look at Shiba Inu in particular, it is up by 21%. It is currently trading at 725 Satoshi units. We have the volume also up to 1 billion. That's around 70% increase. That's also good to hear. And just recently, we had an announcement that happened where Shiba Inu was quoted that it was listed on Coinbase. Now, see, people do get hyped when they say that, okay, it is listed on Coinbase and stuff. But do you really think that listing Shiba Inu in Coinbase is something that is actually needed? Is that the only catalyst that would drive Shiba Inu? My personal opinion, no. We have Shiba Swap available, which is a ready-made tool for us in terms of the purchase. Now, yes, I understand the ease of purchase would be uh, more in terms of Coinbase Pro, because now one, people believe in centralized exchange certain amount of times, and moreover, many of the people who are investors in crypto do not know how to use the DeFi platforms, or they're afraid to use the DeFi platforms because of the education that they have in terms of usage of such platforms. Right, by education I mean how aware are they in terms of using the platforms. So basis that, they feel okay, if Coinbase Pro or Coinbase website is there for me, I just go, it's a reputed one, yes, I know, I'm sure that my tokens are safe and my transactions are safe. I just go there, I just buy some ETH with some dollars, just convert that ETH using a swap, or in the same platform, go ahead and buy ship directly from USD or USDT, whichever be the listing pair available. But that is not the only driving catalyst that I personally feel, because a lot of people who have got into Shiba Inu till now did not wait for Coinbase to be listed. I know it did list it and delist it, but the spike and the price point and the price action that we are seeing currently, even now, it is up by 21% and the volume is still at 1 billion. This was not achieved just by the Coinbase listing or any such centralized exchange listing. The Shiba Army is strong. The people who believe in this token are really strong, so they know what needs to be done. Then why is the price movement not happening? One thing that I would like to quote, yes, Coinbase would definitely increase the reach to holders. Yes, it will definitely increase potential investors who are big whales, who will be able to directly pour in millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars and just purchase ship and keep it. Yeah, that's an option. Yes, I'm not saying that the Coinbase listing will not help in improvement of the price point, but is it something that is what we are waiting for, or is it something because it is not getting listed in Coinbase that people are getting deferred and the price is not moving, so let me just go ahead and remove my SHIB investment, swap it to some other token? That's what some people are thinking. No, I would say that you are wrong. Why? Because of the further topics that I would like to discuss. So here you can see Satoshi also has been a little silent recently. There is no much further communication. Is it something that we have to be worried? No, definitely not. Because if there is any major update that would bring a change to the system, that is when I would like Satoshi to speak. The rest of the time, I am definitely behind Satoshi working for us. So that's the support that we need to give as investors, as the supporters or the community for this particular coin or token. So Satoshi has been working a lot behind, because there is lot many things going on, right? You have the blockchain that needs to get established or brought up. You have the Shibarium ecosystem that needs to get built. You have the Shi token that needs to get launched, which is pegged at zero point 0.1 cent. In one of his articles in Medium, Satoshi has quoted that ecosystem, how it works. You have this bone and leash utility functions to build in. You have more improvements to be made to the Shiba swap, probably more partnerships in place as to where you can utilize Shiba. Just now we see that there was a partnership with OpenSea where you can purchase NFTs with Shiba tokens, right? So the same way there might be partnerships in place. See, all these things definitely take some time and effort. Everything cannot happen overnight. The price action that we see in certain cryptocurrencies on day-to-day basis happened because there was a lot of time and effort involved before it was the catalyst to work on. So there is a certain bit of patience that we as investors or the community members will have to definitely have, and trust on the token and the project. Else, my personal opinion, do not invest in it altogether. Only invest in a token if you are knowing what the project is, knowing what the token utility is, and knowing what will happen to the token after a year or two, right? So look at Bitcoin, look at Ethereum, look at Tron. If you look at Tron, I was just going through the charts because I've been a long time Tron investor. I've been with Tron since 2018. So looking at all the price variations that have happened with Tron, there was a big spike. Yes, there was a medium spike, and then you see that it consolidated right from 2016 or 2018. I'm sorry, 2018 till around 2021. That's the time that we actually saw some big spike happening right now. So it was like a whole 3 years of duration which Tron took, even though it already had its own blockchain, even though it already had its own ecosystem built up. It did take three long years. Now why is this? Yes, people can debate that the number of users or the number of people who had access to cryptocurrencies or knowledge of cryptocurrencies were very less at that point of time. But trust me, at the time I got in, there were very big people who were involved with Tron as well, and there were very heavy investors involved with cryptocurrencies too. But the majority of them were all into Bitcoin, Ethereum, these kind of stable coins. So that's where a few of the altcoins did not get, probably noticed, and few of those lesser known projects now have started picking up steam, since they have built all their time and effort in terms of making this platform successful. Now this is what I would definitely see Shiba Inu taking, flight as. So you can see, yes, we did reach, that's on the hype train. I wouldn't be bothered because this is common for all the tokens that get listed. Initial hype always results in an all-time high. After that, it's just been consolidating, right? So let's wait for it. But trust me, if at all a token had lost or all hopes, or has not given the community enough information or enough trust that the token will not do good or anything, this graph would have been a straight cut down. It would have been a rug pull, or it would have been a straight cut sell off. The token price would have gone down to zero, and that's it. Your investment would have been a loss. Why is it that we are still hovering over this? That's because we believe in the token, we believe in the ecosystem, we believe in Satoshi and his team to bring something which is very much credible, and it's something which would revolutionize the crypto space. So looking into few of the retweets that Satoshi has done, I mean, this is really good news for us because the world has started accepting cryptocurrency. It has started using cryptocurrency in various ways as per its requirement. The most recent news being the Venezuela also started accepting Bitcoin payments. We have the El Salvador country recognizing Bitcoin as an official currency. And we have now this particular update where it says in Nairobi, Kenya, families in slums are using virtual currency to pay for food, medicine, and other essentials. Imagine right now you can see that you have Bitcoin sticker over here. That's in a barber shop or a salon. Imagine if you could use Shiba Inu to make the payment. If Shiba Inu becomes a currency or a mode of payment, imagine the value that it gets or the utility that the token would have then, right? So that's where we are getting at, and for that to happen, it would definitely take a lot of time and effort. So all I would request people, or people who want to spread FUD over there, tell me, when you want to do something on your own, say like establishing a company or building a certain website, as simple as building a certain website from scratch. I'm not saying building a website from a list of templates that you ideally get on the on certain other platforms, and you just correlate or collate everything and just put some text over there. Okay, I'm done with the website. Try to build it from scratch with the coding in place, and try to make it look good. How long would you take? You would definitely require a team of 5 to 6 people. And moreover, this is not a company that we are looking at which has a financial backup. The only financial backup that Ship has would be the community members. And the people who are working for Ship are working with passion. They are not working because they want their salaries in the end of the month. They are not working because they want to make profit. They're working for us, they're working for me, they're working for you, they're working for each and every investor out there to build their portfolio and bring in their financial independence too. So when these guys are putting in a lot of effort from their side, the only thing that we will have to do is support them and wait for things to happen. The blockchain is in line, the Shibarium ecosystem is in line. We will definitely be seeing a lot of utility more to leash, bone. The reward system is also working out well. We have also seen that Ryoshi rewards have taken place, and we are able to get those Ryoshi tokens also in Shiba Swap. So all these good things are happening, but let's just wait. So now Coinbase listing is also a catalyst, and it's a good news too. It says inbound transfers of SHIB have already started in certain regions where trading is supported. Now this will open up for trading after 9 a.m. PT on Thursday, September 9th. That's today, if liquidity conditions are met. Now on the app, it is still some more time that they will be making a separate announcement, but good to see. Yes, it's currently not there, but it's getting there. We had the Webull listing that happened. That definitely gave a lot of people access to the token, right? But since even after that access has been given, the price did not see much of improvement. I'm not saying it did not see improvement. I'm saying it did not see much of improvement than what we expected. We expected to kill a zero. It has still not happened. It will take time, because ideally, as me and anyone of you who are small time investors who can invest only a certain portion of what we can lose or what we have as a saving, we will definitely be able to invest in very small quantities, and the price action, if it has to happen, will definitely happen from big investors. And those big institutions or investors will only get into the coin or the token after it's given a potential aspect as to the growth of the project entirely. Now for that to happen, we need to wait for Satoshi to come out with a detail on the Shibarium ecosystem, on the blockchain development. And once we have those updates available, or any new partnerships that we see, or any other platform that would start accepting Shiba Inu as a form of a trading currency, or anything as such as an utility. Once we see those kind of initiations happening, that is when we can definitely see a lot of price action with Shiba Inu, because that's where the big fishes get in, right? As we call them, whales. And these are financial institutions or big companies, in fact, who would like to invest in the Shiba Inu platform, right? So that's what I'm looking for. I personally would not be worried about Shiba Inu not giving us any update, Satoshi not giving us any update, the coin is not having any potential. I mean, I've seen a lot of news happening around YouTube as well as Telegram groups or Twitter, stating that Shiba Inu is almost sort of dead because we are not having any details about it. But yeah, I mean, you don't need, it's Shiba Inu Twitter platform is not a news channel, for God's sake. You cannot keep getting a 24-hour update on whatever is happening over there, because you cannot designate one person sitting and giving you each and every line of update on what the developers are doing, what the marketing team is doing, what Satoshi is doing. We do not want that. We want results. And if we want results, the people have to work. And if they have to work, all we need to do is just sit back, support. You've invested in the token, give it time. You've invested in a project, give it time. Everything happens at the right moment. But yes, there should be certain follow-up communications that should be happening, which I believe, yes, there was a recent communication a few weeks back from Shaitoshi himself stating that there were certain family problems, and they couldn't actually get through, and certain developmental activities were actually behind the deadline and stuff. And I saw a lot of people criticizing for that particular update. They were like, yeah, okay, who the hell cares whether your family is down or not? So we would expect those reward systems to work properly without any intervention, or we would like. I totally accept it, because yes, as you look at it from an organization or a company perspective, if not me, someone else has to be there so that the work gets done. That's the system that we will definitely need to work on. But think of it on another angle. This being a new project, and this being something which has been built up by the community, and few of the people who are funding it uh, are as investors like you, me, or whoever is part of Ship Army. Not everyone would have their own time and effort to put into in terms of organizing all this stuff. Each one's skill is different, right? So I totally understand that yes, they should have come out with a mechanism that they should make the reward system automated, or they should have some kind of another backup wherein the rewards would not get disrupted, but it will happen automatically, and there should not be any delays or deviations in that. But trust me, are you really woofing your rewards every single week? If you're doing so, would that really hurt to wait for another week? I mean, it's still accumulating, it's still giving you that passive income. You can always woof it at a later stage. And trust me, woofing now is the same as the next week. In fact, the ETH gas fees is something that you will definitely lose. Almost like, I mean, if you're uh, uh, diamond hands and you do have a lot of tokens which are staked, and you are receiving a lot of bones, then it makes sense to go ahead and woof it. But with the current gas fees that are running, do you really think it's worthwhile woofing whatever you have accumulated till now? I personally do not think so, because you're losing a lot than more what you are getting. And that too, it's passive income, it's free. Let it accumulate. Another week down the lane, probably we might see some more updates and to the Ethereum chain, which might reduce gas fees, or there might be a time where we can see that there is a reduction in gas fees. Would that not be beneficial to you? Whatever you're losing on the gas fees, you're gaining on the extra additional passive income you've got in your Shiba swap on burying. Liquid pools, again, the same concept. I mean, just hold on, wait for it instead of jumping on their heads and asking them to get the reward system up and running automatically. It takes time, and everyone makes mistakes, guys. I make mistakes, you make mistakes, everyone makes mistakes in one or the other aspect. It's actually really hard to think on all angles from a single man's perspective. It is definitely good that we provide the feedback, and once the feedback is given, the community plays a very vital role in terms of also supporting the team who is working on the feedback to give them certain amount of time. Now Saitoshi did also mention that he's working on an automated reward system that will be coming into place. Let's give it time, let's see how it works. And if that does not work as anticipated or expected, then that's another round of feedback that would happen. So that's all I would like to say. Some projects take time, some projects do not take time, they skyrocket high, but at the same rate, they fall down because there is no sustenance that occurs. If you want sustenance in any field, be it any project, take for example Apple or Google. They were all built up in garages. The entire company of Apple or Google that you see now, the start home place was just a garage. Look at that. Look at where you are now. So that's where I'm actually quoting that if such big companies with so much of workforce, with so much of financial backing, with so much of great minds pouring in their thoughts and working in an organized, specific set path route, then can take so much of time to actually establish themselves as a brand, then just think of Shiba Inu. It's just hardly been 1 or 2 years. Give it some more time. The crypto adoption is now slowly gaining steam in 2021. Till now, show me any country which was actually asking Bitcoin to be legalized. Show me any other platform where you were able to actually go ahead and say that I would like to go establish a trading firm for cryptocurrency, which was easy. I mean, I do understand there are certain countries which would allow it, but the number of countries was still limited. I'm from India, and if you take India for example, a couple of years back they did ban the trading of crypto. The bank stopped providing assistance, wherein you could transfer amount from your bank to any exchange. They did not allow that. A lot of exchanges which were there did close down because of that. I did lose. I did lose a sufficient amount of my investment in few of the exchanges which I had made, which abruptly shut down, right? So that happened, but then later on there was all this legal battle that did occur, and then now they have released it, and now they're looking at it in such a manner that cryptocurrency can be treated as an asset or a commodity, and they're planning to bring that under regulation. So that's the shift that is happening in the entire world. If you look at the overall market, capping or the market value that we see for cryptocurrency, it's just 2.15 trillion. It's just 2.15 trillion dollars. It's hardly 1% or 1.5% of the total uh, volume that we can actually have into the crypto space. Imagine comparing this with your stock market. It is almost 10 to 15 times more, or even more than that. I'm not so sure exactly, but it is much more than what you see here. So imagine once this is widely adopted, more countries and more people get into the crypto space, we will have big financial institutions. In fact, I was going through another article where JP Morgan also is looking into investing into the crypto space. We have seen China is looking to come out with its own cryptocurrency which can be used as a national currency, the digital yuan. So all these changes are happening in the entire world. So it would definitely take some time for the adoption to come into place. And I am very sure 2022 will be a fiery year for cryptocurrencies. So taking that into consideration, Shiba Inu has potential. My final words: invest in Shiba Inu in the time being. This is the right time to get into the token, because trust me, in a few months' time, we will just be looking back at this price and saying, my God, was this the price I was having? That's where we are definitely going to get through. And again, my humble request to all those fudders out there: please have some patience. Wait for it. Buy the token, wait for it, and do your own research before you invest in the token as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Have fun.